Hi. Exposure to natural sunlight. In the first video, we said go outdoor to expose your eyes and the skin to the east where the sun rising. So the practical point is no eyeglasses, no sunglasses, no contact lenses, and no sunscreen. Why? Because all the glass will block the red light, near infrared light, and UV light. Only it allow the blue light to go through. And this is the same in the glasses of the houses. The red light and near infrared light in the morning when the sun is rising is very high percentage. But during the day, it is 40 to 50% of the sunlight. So it is available from sunrise to sunset. So if you are indoor, open the windows or open the door so to allow the photon of the light to go through. Number 3, don't look to your iPhone or to any screen in the morning because this will be a blue light and the brain will be confused because a blue light is very important in the morning, but it should be neutralized with the other types of light like red light, near infrared light, UVA in the morning. So it is very important to not to cover your eyes or your skin with sunscreen. Why don't we use sunscreen? Because it is expensive, it is costly, and it is chemical. And it prevents sunlight from going through the skin. So it is better to stay indoor, even if you are outdoor, as if you are staying indoor. Nowadays, the architect of building thinking of making the glass of the building and houses to allow full sunlight. But red light and near infrared light cause heat. And you feel it in nature when you walk outdoor as heat hitting your skin. It is reflected also by trees and by grass. And it is also found even when you are in the shade. And some scientists have measured it and they think it is 4 times more in the shade than in direct sunlight. And this is a very important point. In the midday, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., ultraviolet B light will work on the cholesterol in the skin to produce a pre-vitamin D, which is vitamin D2. This vitamin D2 will be processed in the liver and the kidneys to be vitamin D3, which is bioavailable, meaning the body or the cells of the body can use it as steroid hormone. Vitamin D3 is fast-soluble hormone, like the other hormone which we give them in medicine, the acronym ADIC. A, vitamin A, ADIC, D, E, and K. So, if the sun is hot in the middle of the day or you feel it hot for yourself because every one of us is unique, so use the shading, meaning of a tree or wall, and put on clothes which are made of natural fibers like cotton and viscose, and also long sleeves or long trousers with cap to protect your face and your eyes, especially if you are white skin. Because white skin people, they have no melanin pigment in their skin, but they do have melanin pigment in every cell of their body near the mitochondria. So we are similar inside, but different outside. So the red light and near infrared light is found, as I said, from the sunrise to the sunset, and it is highly therapeutic. And it is, why? Because our body is adapted to it through 3.5 billion of years, and it is can penetrate the skin 8 to 10 centimeter, even when the skin is covered by clothes, and even penetrate the skull to reach the brain. UV light or UV rays cannot penetrate the glass. It cannot penetrate the skin, but even the few photons of UV rays will pass through the skin and pass through the retina to become multiplied in the body and spread all over the body, which whenever I say body, I mean the cells of the body. It is good to expose the skin of the abdominal wall, anterior abdominal wall, to direct the sunlight to the microbiome. The microbiome consisting of microorganisms, especially bacteria, which can use the light as signal, and they communicate between them by light. And most bacteria produce light as signals between them. The mitochondria in origin is a bacteria which was engulfed by our eukaryotic complicated human cell. So mitochondria is also produce light. So the conclusion, we are light being, and the sunlight is essential for all living organisms like the plants and animals. Without light, all form of life will disappear. So that is why we have to insist on the importance of exposure to natural sunlight. In fact, the food we eat is a code about sunlight, and also it gives the right information to the mitochondria about the space where it was growing, in what geographical latitude. So the food is an information when we eat and give the signal to the microbiome, and the brain will know the space and the time. And the brain will not get confused. Timing is very important in biology. In the night, we have to have 8 hours of complete darkness. How we test I am in a complete dark? Look to your hand. If you can see your hand, then the room, it is not completely dark. And the darkness is not enough. So use a blackout curtain to block the light, or any method so that the dark will be complete. The darkness will be complete. Because if you have screen in the room, it is not good, because this will emit blue light, and blue light will signal to the brain it is daytime, and immediately the melatonin hormone, which is the hormone of sleep, will stop, and then we cannot sleep. So please, no screen in the bedroom. No eating 4 to 5 hours before going to bed. All this to observe our biological clock and to make our body or our body cells to work in harmony, in sync, and there will be coherence. So if you must use light in the night, you have to use very little luxes, for example 3 luxes, and the color red or amber, orange, yellow light. If you must use the computer screen, then put an app to block the blue light emitted from the computer, or use a high quality or very good quality eyeglasses to block the blue light emitted from the computer. And this is very important for people who use the computer screen and for people working in the night as night shift. In fact, recently I advised 2 consultants, medical consultants, to use eyeglasses, high quality, to block the blue light during their night shift, because they are obstetrician, and mostly our work as an obstetrician is during the night. And now I am thinking of advising to use eyeglasses which they can see infrared light. They could see even in the darkness, because everything emits infrared light, like the soldiers in the war. So nowadays, this importance of light they are thinking of making computer which emit daylight, not a blue light. And some of these computers are now in the market, but there are few, and I think they are expensive. So many, this is of course about the EMF, which is not related to the light, but what I want you to think of, the junk light, junk food, junk sound, junk air, water. I'm sorry to be negative, but this is the truth. So we have to be very, very considerate about our health and in control of our environment. And thank you and goodbye.